which is roughly about a 30 minutes concept. If I just have to go by formula basis, I can finish this in 10 minutes, but I don't like doing that. I will take the same example what's in the book, conceptually teach you what happens in a rights issue. Okay. Now, rights issue means what? It is shares given to existing shareholders. So, if market price of a company is 50, rights issue can be made at less than 50 or more than 50 or same as 50. You think and tell me. If I give it for more than 50, why will you buy from me? You will go and buy in the market. So, it will be made at less than 50, let's say 40 or 20 or 30 or whatever price. I will do it at a lower price to give you a benefit. You will buy it at lower price. So, basically what happens after rights issue? We have to understand what happens after a rights issue. Now, let's take an example. Let's take, for example, we will have Roshan as a shareholder who has invested shares in a company. I am using same numbers as given in the book. Roshan purchased 10 shares at rupees 25 in Yes Bank. Yes Bank he purchased 10 shares at 25. So totally Roshan's portfolio value is 2500 rupees. This is Yes Bank. Are you following, guys? Now what is happening? Yes Bank is making a further issue of rights, new issue of rights at 1:every 10 at rupees 14 per share. So rights are made at lower price. What will Roshan do when he receives this offer? Imagine he accepts the offer. He is going to accept the offer. So existing, he already has 2500. How, sir? 25 rupees per share into 10. He's got 2500 rupees. Let's say, I'm so sorry, let's make it 100 shares. Okay. Let's make it 100 shares. So Roshan has 100 shares in this company at 25. So he has 2500 rupees. Now rights 1:10. So he has 100 shares into 1/10. He can buy additionally 10 shares at rupees 14. He is accepting the offer. So plus 10 shares or 14 rupees per share into 10 share, 140 rupees. Now what is the total investment that Roshan made in the company? Roshan totally invested 2640. For how many shares? 100 plus 10, 110 shares. So what is the per share value? 2640 divided by 110. 2640 divided by 110. We will end up with a share value of 25. No, 24 per share. So 25 has become 24 per share after rights issue in the market. Correct? How, sir? 24. What is 2640 breakup? Existing he has 100 shares into 25 per share plus new shares 10 shares into 14 per share whole divided by 100 plus 10, totally 110, and numerator will be 2500 plus 140 divided by this. You get the same answer as 24 per share. Can you replace this with English? 100 shares is existing number of shares into market price. What is 25? The market price before rights issue. Market price before issue of rights plus rights shares of 10. The 10 is rights shares into rights price, which is 14, divided by existing shares plus new shares. Correct? And there you get the answer of 24. That means we are trying to say this is the market price after rights. But in reality, will this happen? Will 25 become 24 in reality? No. This is book computation if this was the value. So this 24 is technically known as theoretical X rights price. Why is it called theoretical X-rates price? It is the price per share. If you buy the share at 25, you will get chance to subscribe 1:10. But if you buy the share at 25, post rights issue, you are not going to get any rights. So it's excluding rights issue. Your price is theoretically this much. In book, we have a formula for computing this 24 of theoretical X-rate price, which is just what we computed without using the formula of 2640 by 10, which is nothing but 100 into 25 plus 10 into 14 divided by 100 plus 10. Replace these numbers to English. Existing number of shares plus into market price before rights, 100 into 25 plus right shares 10 into rights price 14 whole divided by existing plus new shares 100 by 10, and that is the formula of theoretical X-rate price. So we will have an equation in the book. Okay, that is what is given over here. Okay, cum rights value of existing share plus right shares into issue price divided by existing plus number of shares, we got 24, which is there in all the sums. So this happens if Roshan accepts the offer. Roshan went to Goa for vacation. When the offer came, so he rejected the offer because he was silent, or Roshan said, yes bank, I don't want to buy more shares. He rejected. So what happens if he rejects? Roshan already had 100 shares. Is he buying any new shares? No, 0. But now, just now we proved that after rights issue, share price will go to 24 per share. So 100 into 24, your revised portfolio will now become 2400. So Roshan is of course unhappy. He's in Goa also. What is he going to do? None of our business. For us, what's our concern is Roshan is unhappy because share price fell from 25 to 24, and when the company asked to Roshan, or Roshan asked the company is telling him, why didn't you accept rights offer? Why did you reject the offer? Correct? So in this case what's happening, because company rejected the offer, in this case, Roshan rejected the offer, his portfolio is dropping to 2400. From 2500, he has a loss of 100. Now Roshan is like, company, come on, give me that 100 rupees. Will company give him the 100 rupees back? Absolutely not. So Roshan is unhappy. How to make him happy? How to make him happy? He's in Goa also. We are talking about monetarily how to make him happy with respect to this Yes Bank share. So Roshan has a friend. He was telling the story to his friend in Goa. 100 rupees reduced. What to do? Imagine if it's in lakhs, what to do? His friend, let's say Rahul, told, hey, don't worry, I will help you, or I want to help you for a very long time. I want to buy Yes Bank shares. Right shares are given only to existing shareholders. Rahul is saying, I am not an existing shareholders. I want to buy this. You have the offer to buy shares of 1:10. That means you have the power to buy 10 shares of Yes Bank. Roshan told, yes, Sayo, I don't want to buy. Rahul told, please give me those 10 shares. Roshan told, take the 10 shares. So Rahul is not buying 10 shares. He is getting the right to buy 10 shares from Yes Bank. That right is given to him by Roshan. Roshan is asking Rahul, how much are you going to pay? Rahul said, your wish, how much do you want? Roshan told, hey, you're my friend. I don't want to make profit with you. I just told you my story. My loss is 100 rupees. Pay me 100. Rahul immediately gave 100 to Roshan. Roshan is now happy. He had 2400 plus 100 from Rahul. Totally 2500. He's satisfied. He went back home. Now let's come to Rahul. Rahul paid 100 rupees. And did he get the share? He got the right to buy the share. How many shares? 10 shares. And we discussed in the start of the sum, each share can be purchased for 14. So now Rahul is going to pay 10 into 14. So basically he paid 100 to Roshan and 140 to Yes Bank, and totally he has paid 240 to buy how many shares? 10 shares. Effectively, Rahul also is paying 24 per share, where 24 is the price after rights issue. Then why is he buying like this, sir? Why can't Rahul just buy it in the open market? He can't buy it in the open market because 24, like I explained, was theoretical X rights price. Actually, what if it's higher? This way Rahul is protecting himself by locking the price at 24, but he's paying partially 100 to Roshan and 140 to company. This is the concept of rights issue. That means this area is called renunciation of rights, where Roshan transferred his right to buy the shares to Rahul and Rahul got this. So renunciation is a method where existing shareholder, instead of rejecting, can transfer it to some other new shareholder of the company at his choice. So in reality, shareholder will either accept or renounce, which happens automatically if you don't accept. Rejection is not a question because rejection reduces your portfolio value. In this entire story, what is important is how to compute this 24, and this 24 is called theoretical X-right price. Now let's connect this with our sums. Same thing is mentioned over here in example in the book. Coming to illustrations, they are asking, company offers new share of 100 each at 25% of premium to existing shareholders on the basis of 1:2 every 4. The cum rights price means, in our example 25, what is the price of rights before rights issue? 150. Calculate the value of right, calculate what is the X-right price. First X-right I can do it easily because X-right is existing number of shares. Ayo sir, existing number of shares is not given. Assume existing number of shares to be 100, 500, 10,000 or anything of your choice. Since here the ratio is 1:4, I am assuming existing shares to be 4. Every 4 shares is worth 150 plus for every 4 shares you will receive 1 new share. So 1, which I am going to buy at 100 plus 25, 125. It is premium from face value but less than market price. So if you look at this, I am buying, basically I am buying how many shares, guys? I am going to buy 4 shares into 150 which I already purchased. Additionally, I am getting 1 into 125 for a total of 5 shares. This answer is going to be my theoretical. What is 5? 4 plus 1. This 4, 1 and 4 plus 1, even if you keep as 10,000 here, or let's say you keep as 40,000 here, then this will be 10,000, then this will be 50,000. Your final theoretical X-right price will be same, which comes to 145, which comes to how much? 145. That means a share which is worth 150, you paid 125 and purchased. So market price post rights is 145. Market price before rights, known as cum rights price, is 150. Market price after rights, known as X rights price, is 145. Are you clear till here, guys? Before rights issue 150, after rights issue 145. That means 150 fell to 145 because of rights. Therefore, value of a right is equal to 150 minus 145, which is 5. 150 minus 145 is equal to 5, and that's what we have here. Value of a right is 150. Cum right value minus X right value is 5 per share. Are you able to follow, guys? So if anybody wants to buy, how in previous sum Rahul purchased from Roshan at 100 rupees because 100 was the loss for Rahul, sorry, 100 was the loss for Roshan. Here, if anybody wants to buy this in renunciation, desirous to have a confirmed allotment of 1 share from the company at 125, will have to pay for every 4 shares 5 rupees, 20 rupees to an existing shareholder having 4 shares willing to renounce. How in previous case Roshan, who was unhappy, sold the rights to 100 rupees to Rahul. Here, since value of right is 5, 5 into 4 shares, for 20 rupees, this can be sold to somebody else. Are you following, guys? So this is about it. How to pass entries for rights is fairly simple. Bank account debit to equity share capital on issue. In this case, here it will be bank account debit to equity share capital 125, equity share capital 100. Therefore, to securities premium will be 25. Normal entry. Same way over here. If there is a premium issued, we will pass bank to equity share capital to premium. And then we have advantage and disadvantage of rights issue, which is some theory which you can go through. Okay, go through in theory, guys. That's about it. So this is basically what is a rights issue, how it impacts, two types of sums. Entries is basic. What is new and expected for exam is how to compute X rights price, is that formula which we broke it in the class. And what is value of right? It is nothing but cum rights price minus X rights price. Whatever value comes, that value into number of shares is what you have to pay if you want to do renunciation of rights. Mark this as important for November 23 exams. Why? Hasn't been tested in the last 5+ attempts. So it's very, very important. I hope you guys are following. This is about rights issue. Practice more sums on how do you calculate this X rights and cum minus X based on the material that we have. So this is about computation of X rights. Even look at some RTPs. There are a few sums. So I hope you are able to follow, guys. This is about rights. Thank you.